Hi, it's Abdul, and I'm just going to walk through a quick application that I built, which is the automation of the onboarding process for your service. So this basically automates the process from closing a client to getting a contract signature, and then automating the process of invoicing, and then finally the request for scheduling next meetings. So I'll just show you a quick demo of how this works. So show localhost. So with just the name and email, sorry, and just a quick press of the button, this will trigger an email to your clients or whoever you've basically verbally closed. And then they'll receive an email similar to this, where it's just welcome to the program and this is your service. And then it just walks them through this next step. So this triggers the sign, the contract trigger, which then will be sent to the email account. In this case, for testing purposes, this is sent to my personal email. So this sends a contract, which they can just go ahead and fill out. And then similarly, just the functionality of DocuSign. And then, however, before this contract is actually signed, the email account in accounting for a period of time that they have not signed, so say in intervals of a few days or a couple of days, they get email notifications reminding them, oh, to sign the document. So this can be triggered dynamically based on any interval period of time you want for your organization. So it could be 2 days at first, and then a secondary email that will be triggered, say 4 to 5 days afterwards, just ensuring the client eventually moves towards signing the contract. So similarly, this can be triggered as many times as necessary. Like similar, like, again, a final reminder can be configured to as often or as little as you want. And then once the client signs the document, and you can just put an email. And then we'll just give it a few seconds. Mhm. And then this sends the email for the invoice, which will instruct them to then pay the invoice that you've created, that it has created automatically for you with all the client information that you need. And then just simple button requests them to pay the invoice that you created for the service that you've provided them. And then similarly, once the invoice is paid, in this case, it's just a test invoice, you'll also get an automated email again at the end of once that procedure has been completed, where they can again book their kickoff meeting with you. So then this will be Calendly link, scheduling a meeting with you based on your calendar and your availability. Similarly, quickly schedule that event. A second, I sent it to a different email, but then yeah, the email scheduling will all occur. So this can be configured again as frequently as and as often as you'd want to provide reminders at each step of the way, including prior and post the invoice, all leading the customer to inevitably pay for the service or complete the service procedure. And the good thing about this is this will all be tracked in a Google Sheet where you can see exactly what point in time the customer fell off the process. So if a customer signed the contract but has not paid the invoice, you can see at what stage the current client is at. Similarly, this can be done with several accounts at once. So if we have finished closing, say 5 clients today for our service, we can simply just add their names in these fields and emails as well. And then all 5 or an entire Google Sheets or CSV file worth of names, all of these clients will be automatically entered into this process of automating their onboarding process. So again, this walks through that welcome email sent, requesting contact for every individual that you've closed, and then again, automating this process with reminders intervally to ensure that they eventually reach the invoice next steps and a closing state. Thank you.